Good morning, friends.
Good morning,
I
friends.
welcome all of you
I welcome
to the
all of
chapter
you.
Forest.
Chapter.
Last class, we have
Last class,
discussed
we have
about different
different
components of the forest
components of the forest
and the meaning of the word
and the
forest.
meaning of the word.
Today, I'm
Today,
going to discuss
we will
about
discuss
the advantages of forest.
advantages of.
Okay,
Okay,
so what I have
but I
shown
have
you,
shown you
let us recapitulate.
recapitulate.
Then
Then
I will
I will
discuss in details.
detail.
So this is your
So this
school
is your school
building.
building.
There is also some parts
Some
covered with the forest. As per the
as per the
definition we
definition,
have discussed, a
a
forest is
forest
an
is an
area
area
where the earth is covered mainly by very large number of a
number of
tree and it support
support
life.
type.
If
If
there are many trees which
many
do
trees
not support life, then we may not call it as a forest. So
so
students,
students,
a forest which
forest which
support having many
having
tree
tree
and support many life
and light
form, then we will call it as a
quality.
forest. So
So
last class
last
we
class
have
we have this.
discussed these are
These
the
are the
general function of the
general.
forest. Okay,
Okay.
so
So
in
in
general,
general,
forest
forest
helps to
helps
clean the
clean
air.
the air,
It provides us
provides
food.
us food,
It gives us
gives us
fuel.
fuel,
It gives us
gives us
water,
water,
and it
and it
provides
provides
shelter. And it gives
it
shade
gives shade
to many birds,
for.
animals, reptile. Okay,
Okay.
students. Then
Then
the
the
meaning of
meaning
the
of the
word in forest we have discussed.
because.
So I'm not
I'm
going to discuss
going to discuss
any more about these things.
things
I'm coming directly
directly.
to the advantages of the
Advantages.
forest. Students, what does a forest
Forest
do? What are the advantages we are getting from forest? If we'll make a
will make a
list,
list
it will be a very long
very
list
long.
what we are getting from the forest. So
So
we are going
we
to
are going to
discuss
discuss
only few. Okay, starting
starting
from our
from
birth till the death, there's need of a forest product for us.
for
So the first things forest do for us, it purify the
purify
air. You can see it purify the air.
the air.
I will discuss in
Discuss
details how forest purify the air. First, I'm just
and
going through the
going
headlines. Then second,
in
the tree help
help
in
in
checking the
shape
global warming. This is a very burning topic and
and
everybody should
everybody
know about it. And
and
forest plays
forest
a vital role in checking the global warming. And third one,
third one
forest is a
a
natural
natural
absorber of rainwater. Okay,
again
then
thing
another thing,
another thing
groundwater.
groundwater.
Groundwater is very
Is very
important for
important
us,
for
and the
and the
groundwater is
groundwater
recharged by forest. And
and
very
very
important is
important
forest
for
prevents soil
soil
erosions.
erosions.
I will discuss what is soil erosion in the particular concepts. Don't worry for that one. Another thing,
Another thing,
forest
forest
prevents floods and forest
and
bring
forest being
good rainfall. The last point,
last
which
point which
in the slides,
slides
the forest serve
forest
as
serve
a home to many animals and birds. Students, in the
students
next
in the next
slides, I'm going to show you how the forest
forest
purify the air. Students,
trees.
all of you know
No
we need oxygen
oxygen
for breathing, and
and
oxygen is
oxygen is
very vital for our life. Without oxygen, we cannot survive. But
but
nowadays, the availability of oxygen is very less. We are not
we are not
getting
getting
plenty of oxygen. But you imagine from the time immemorials we are inhaling oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide, and how these things happen, where we are getting, why the oxygen is not finishing, or why the carbon dioxide is not increasing. So it is controlled by two process. One is the respiration, another is the photosynthesis. Respiration in animal and photosynthesis in plant. These two processes play a vital role for maintaining the balance of air in the atmosphere. As you know that all the animals, starting from bird, octopus, elephant, human being, frog, deer, jellyfish, all the animals, they require oxygen. They require oxygen for breathing, in respiration, and simultaneously they also produce carbon dioxide in the process of breathing. So, students, uh, continuously all the animals are producing carbon dioxide and inhaling oxygen. So it should be scared. The amount should be reduced, but luckily this amount is balanced. Then how it is balanced? It's balanced due to plant or the forest. So we need oxygen in the process of breathing, whereas plants need carbon dioxide for preparing food in the process of photosynthesis. So what we release in the process of photosynthesis, that is absorbed by the plant for making food. And luckily, the plant also release oxygen in the process of photosynthesis. So nature has made in such a way that what we need, that is produced by plant, and what is unwanted for us, completely not unwanted, but which is bad for us, that is absorbed by the plant. So students, the carbon dioxide is not only produced by the animal. The carbon dioxide is also produced by vehicles, industry, um, on many anthropogenic activities. So what are the anthropogenic activities? Forest fires, burning of a garbage, burning of a tire, all the things, they produce carbon dioxide. But luckily, all those toxic gases are absorbed by the plant, and plant purify our the air by the process of photosynthesis. I hope you must have realized the importance of the plant like this. Okay, students. So the next one, forest control global warming. Forest control global warming. Students, in this picture you can see, here is the picture of the globe, and on the back side is fire. It indicates that the entire globe is burning. Burning means the average temperature of the globe is increasing. So I have read in an article the average temperature of the Earth was 14.2 degrees Celsius, and scientists are expecting in the near future by 2050 to reach 15.2 degrees Celsius. And if it reaches 15.2 degrees Celsius, there are many hazardous activity will be happening in our nature. So students, this picture indicates that the entire globe is warmer, getting warmer day by day. Not only in India, everywhere. Suppose India was experiencing average temperature 35 degrees Celsius. Now it is experiencing more. Suppose earlier England was experiencing average temperature 15 degrees Celsius. Now it is also experiencing more than 15 degrees Celsius. So this indicates that starting from Antarctica, okay, everywhere the temperature is rising, and that rising in temperature is called global warming. Students, can you see this picture? You see our Earth is inside a house. This is not a common house. This is a greenhouse. Okay, this symbolizes that our earth is trapped in the clause of the greenhouse. So, student, let us discuss what is greenhouse. So, before going to greenhouse, you must have heard about greenhouse gases. So, what are the greenhouse gases? Carbon dioxide, methane, nitrogen, nitrogen oxides, and water vapor. These are the greenhouse gases. So that I will discuss in later. Before that, you see these two models. These are two house made by human being. So here one house is open, roof is open, here roof is closed. This is temporarily open and this is closed. So where you will find this kind of greenhouse, students, if you are interested, if you are curious, when the lockdown will be over, you visit Ekamar Kanan near Chaitya here, where you will find that the big model, working model of a greenhouse. Another thing, if you'll go to Nandan Kanan and Botanical Garden, there you'll also find this kind of a greenhouse. Now, my question is, what are these green? Where it is found? Usually, students, I'm giving you asking a question in the chapter one. I have told you that what is the ideal temperature required for photosynthesis? If you'll recall, definitely the ideal temperature for photosynthesis is 25 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius. It's ideal, but minimum 5 degree and maximum 35 degree, 45 degree. So within this temperature, 35 to 45 degrees Celsius temperature, photosynthesis is possible. But students, you recall, you imagine that in the cold climate country, this ideal temperature is not always available. Even if in some part of the world there is 6 month night and 6 month day, where the temperature is very low. So in the cold climate countries, especially in the European country, what they do for cultivation, for horticulture, what they do, they make greenhouses. They make greenhouses. So what happened in greenhouses? In these greenhouses, the sunlight enter. The sunlight enter to the polythene or the glass house. Once it enter, it is strike to the ground, and some solar energy is absorbed by the plant, and some is damaged on the ground. So when the reflected sunlight try to come out, this greenhouse, this polythene, the glass does not allow this sunlight to come out. So the sunlight get trapped inside the greenhouse. When it get trapped inside the greenhouse, then it increase temperature and suitable for the plant to do photosynthesis. And this is happening in cold climate country. So if you see in the next slides, so this is a very good picture of showing the greenhouse effect. So student, what is greenhouse effect? All of you see this picture indicates sun and this is our earth, and this pillar indicates different layer of atmosphere. So students, the outer layer of the earth is called lithosphere. Then you will find the atmosphere. After lithosphere, there is the atmosphere. But in our atmosphere has many layers, and the layers are called stratosphere, troposphere, mesosphere, ionosphere, exosphere. In higher classes, you will learn details about all these things. So students, what happens after the lithosphere, there is a troposphere. So the troposphere contains greenhouse gas. You may remember it as GHG. You may remember it as GHG, greenhouse gas. So where these greenhouse gases are produced, and what are these greenhouse? Greenhouse gases are, remember, the CO2 means carbon dioxide. Then another CH4, that is methane, and N2O, nitrous oxides. Apart from nitrous oxide, to know water vapor is also a greenhouse gas. So students, so what are the role of the greenhouse gas? Usually, the property of the greenhouse gas is trap the solar energy. So they trap the solar energy. When they trap the solar energy, the temperature of the globe increases. If there will be more, there will be more greenhouse gases, and they will trap more solar energy. Once they trap the solar energy, and that will make make the globe warmer, and that will increase the average temperature of the earth, and the earth will be very warm. So, students, recently you must have watched uh, Mahabharat. Mahabharat, I can relate these things to Abhimanyu. As you know, who is Abhimanyu? You can recall Abhimanyu is a great warrior, is a son of Arjuna, and who know how to enter inside the Chakravyuh. And once he entered the Chakravyuh, he don't know how to come out from the Chakravyuh. The same thing happens with the sunlight in greenhouse effect. So here, you must have remembered that Bhimenu was struck by seven barriers. But here, the sunlight is struck by four barriers. What are those barriers? Are carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxides, and water vapor. So, how it happens, student? Let us discuss in detail and very clearly. Try to understand this concept. This is highly required. Even if this concept you learn in class 9, 10, 11, 12, even higher classes, you learn these things. So, I sincerely request all of you, you listen very carefully about these concepts. So, in greenhouse effect, what happens? The sunlight reach the lithosphere. Lithosphere means the atmosphere of Earth. And while it is reaching, it is come across the different layer of the atmosphere. You may ask the question: if the sunlight is able to enter to the atmosphere, why is it unable to escape from the atmosphere? There is a reason behind it. While the sunlight is coming to the Earth atmosphere, it has a short wavelength and it's more powerful. So you will learn in higher classes what is wavelength, all the things. So I'm not going to details. Just I'm giving one example so you can recall. You must have a spring in your pen. Inside the pen there is a spring. When the spring is closely packed, it works very well. Pull the spring, it will long and it doesn't work very well. So students, in the same way, the wavelength, long wavelength sunlight are comparatively weaker than the short wavelength of sunlight. So while the sunlight is to the Earth atmosphere, it, it is a short wavelength and strong. And by releasing some energy weak, it became weak. One and second, there are some uh, agents like greenhouse gases, kind of a greenhouse there to trap the radiated solar energy. And, the sunlight or the sunlight in the earth try to reflect back happen this carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, it trap the solar energy. So the sunlight is unable to escape the space or the atmosphere. So the sunlight remains within it remain with the lithosphere and troposphere and very close to the earth. So when it remain very close to the earth, so it make the earth warm. If there is more greenhouse gases, more solar energy radiated solar energy will be trapped. When more radiated solar energy are trapped, then the temperature will be increased. That increase is called the global warming, and this effect is called greenhouse effects. And students, you cannot imagine that what are the consequences of this greenhouse effects. First thing, there will be global warming. The average temperature of the earth will be increased. When the average temperature of the earth will be increased, so the ice will be melt, the glacier will be melt, sea level will be rise, regular rainfall, and there will be disruption of the river flow, then there will be flood, and many environmental accidents will be taking place. In order to in order to save our earth from these dangerous climatic effects, we have to take care of the earth. We have to save it. We have to minimize the greenhouse gases so we can avoid the global warming and its consequences. So, in the next slides, I'm going to discuss about how rainwater absorbers of forest, good observers of rainwater. Students, you know, when rain occurs, it falls on the ground. Once the water fall on the ground, uh, usually the water flow from high level to low level. So if the water is not so, it will not absorb by the grounds, then directly, finally the water will be reached to the ocean. So once the water is reached the ocean, we cannot use directly the ocean water. But we are using ocean water, but directly, and it is a cost effective. So there is another thing happened by nature when rainfall occurs and the rain fall on the surface of the earth, there is tree. There are tree developing and these contain roots. So the rainwater flows through the root of the plant and deposits on the water table or the aquifer and remain as the groundwater. If there is water under the ground, no problem. We have a many ways to pull groundwater. But once the water will be released to the ocean, it is difficult for us. So if there will be more water under the ground, now we are very much advanced. We have many technology to cool the groundwater by hand pump, by borewell, by electrical pumps, and many ways we can cool the groundwater. But unfortunately, due to deforestation, the groundwater technology is decreasing and decreasing. If you discuss with your grandparents, if you ask your father or grandfather, so what was the level of water in their time? If anybody was making borewell 30 years before or 30 years before, just by digging for 20 30 feet, they were getting the water. But nowadays, those who are making borewell in their house, they have taken for more than 60 feet, 70 feet, 80 feet. Still, some places water is not coming. It's the only reason the groundwater is decreasing, decreasing, and decreasing. So why the groundwater is decreasing? Only because of forest. There is less forest. If there will be more forest, there will be more tree on the ground, and water will be shoot to the ground. So in this way, I hope you have understood how the rainwater fluctuates, how the forest, sorry, forest act as a rainwater absorber, natural absorbers of rainwater. In one sentence, we can conclude more tree, more water will be absorbed. Less tree, water will be absorbed to the ground. So, students, let us see the next slides. And, here you see the plants and the roots. Discussing about root water that we'll discuss in higher classes. But if there will be more root on the ground, the rainwater soak to the ground through the root. So I have already discussed more root, more water absorb. Second thing, forest prevents the soil erosion. student, what is soil erosion? So, lexical meaning of soil erosion is removal of the topsoil. The removal of the topsoil is called soil erosion. And the topsoil is very important for us. It's very important for the microorganism. It's very important for agriculture. Why it is very important? Because the topsoil contains humus. The topsoil contains humus. So students, the topsoil is very, very important for agriculture and many microorganisms. If the topsoil is removed, if the topsoil is removed, then it is very difficult for agriculture. We cannot do agriculture. That's why it's our prime duty have to protect the topsoil. Now let me repeat what is the soil erosion? The removal of topsoil is called soil erosion. And how it happens? The topsoil is removed by water and wind. These two things, these two factors play a vital role to remove the topsoil. But that is a natural agency. It do not allow the soil to flow easily. And that natural agent is none other than the root. If there will be more root, the root hold tightly the soil and it do not allow the topsoil to remove. So from here you can understood more tree, more root, and more root they hold tightly soil and which do not allow soil topsoil to be eroded by wind or water. In this picture you see, so floods are removed as there are roots hold tightly. It is difficult to erode. So if there is more tree, then less soil erosion. And second, student, you know, flood. Flood is very common in Odisha, Assam, West Bengal, Bihar. In this place, flood is very common. All of you see, everywhere there is a water, flood water. But the people, they have taken in a patch of places there are many trees, and these places is protected from flood. So they have taken rest under tree, which is free from floods. So students, this page already is there, and it so I apologize while I was typing one is okay. Now come to the flood. The question come as another okay. Seen huh, how the forest prevent how they prevent the flood. Students, if there will be tree, there will be less soil. If there will be less, there will be more soil. So now you can think if the topsoil is removed from higher places, where it will go? It will go first it will go to the nearby river. The river. Then where it will go? Go to ocean. I mean stay here. Ocean receives nothing from anybody. So that's why ocean also not receive the stand. It pushes back the stand to back. Okay. So here you can see how the river bed is filled with sands. When the river bed is filled with the sand or by soil, the water holding capacity of the river is increased. Nowadays you must have heard that less rainfall, more flood. How it happened? Less rainfall, more flood because the water holding capacity of the river is decreasing. Okay, when the water holding capacity of the river is very less, then it cannot hold more water. In a small rainfall, there will be flood. So if there is more, there will be no soil erosion and the riverbed will dissolve into the sand or soil, and it can hold more water, and there will be race. Students, let us in the next slide. Another point, forest bring good rainfall. Forest brings good rainfall. As you know, in class 4 you have learned about water cycle. In water cycle, what happens? The water body like a river, ocean, pond, ditches, the water get evaporated. The water get evaporated due to sunlight. When the water get evaporated, they became lighter and move upward, upward, and upwards. When the when the water moves upward and upward, they become cold and they convert it to ice water droplets. Condense. When the water droplets combine together, they make clouds. When many small water droplets they combine and make a clouds, the cloud became heavier and moved downward. It precipitates and rain. That you have learned in class 4 in the chapter water cycle. So students, my question is how forest play important role in bringing good rainfall. So here I may say, so the rainfall depends upon the water vapor release. So approximately 90% of the water vapor are released from the water bodies, and 10% of the water vapor are released from the tree. And these 10% play very vital role for rainfall. Okay, so the 90% water vapor from water bodies and 10% water vapor from the forest or tree, they combine and bring rain. So students, if there will be more tree, then there will be more transpiration. When more transpiration, then the water vapor are more, and it brings good rainfall. If there will be less tree, less water vapor, less rainfall, which leads to many dangerous things. The next slide so very clearly what it do. Students, you can see here are birds. Here is a tortoise, it's a squirrel, it's deer, it's a rabbit, a spider, there is a panda or sloth deer. So you imagine, there are butterfly, moth, twins. You see how birds, mammals, reptiles, insects, they are getting shelter. So, our nature is doing free of cost. We are unable to understand the importance of the forest. Students, you imagine you will make a nest for a bird. Okay, you will make a spider with spider. If we will construct, then we can realize how much it cost. So, but nature is giving free of cost shelter to these animals, the rights of animals. So forest act as shelter for many plants and many animals. Students, I hope all the points, the advantages of the forest here is clear. If you have any doubt, you can write um, in the WhatsApp group. I will answer your queries, and you make your own preparation, make your own notes, and think carefully about the point which I have discussed. If you have any queries, any doubts, you can write me, even if you can call me so that I can answer your questions. Students, here in this chapter, the next chapter, we are going to discuss about forest products. People are going to discuss about forest products. I have planned a very good activity for all of you. We will make a virtual forest product exhibition. So you may imagine how it will be happen. So it will be very interesting, students. You have to. It is now. It is became easy. Earlier it was difficult. Your elder brother have participated in product exhibition. After collection, they bring all the things to school, and it became difficult for them to bring. But now it's became very easy for you. No need to bring to school. Just collect the forest product what are available in your home. So when I say forest product, you will surprise. What are the forest product available in your home? There are many things available forest products in your home. So like the you can collect many spices from your kitchen. Those are the forest products. You can make a exhibition of spices which are available from the forest. Another topic I can what are the medicines we are getting from the forest that you can collect? We go for rubber. Articles are there which we are getting from the or toothpick. Then bangle is also black bangle. So you decide and you design how to exhibit a forest product. Because one may collect furniture and their properties which plant are in furniture or you can collect toy furniture and keep on exhibitions. So you collect all those things and you design your plan the day of exhibition. We will do Zoom and I will allow you to show your camera and everybody can see your exhibits. So we will make a virtual forest product exhibition. I hope everybody will get interest. I also request all the parents to help your child to do a very good forest product exhibitions. So I hope you are very good students. You are an obedient student. You will do, and I will take this forest product exhibition in the coming week. All of you get ready, and bye bye. Stay safe. Okay, stay home and stay safe. Bye.